The biggest mistake you're making with your finances isn't overspending on lattes or skipping a budget app. It's letting your money rot in a savings account, pretending it's safe while the world chips away at its value. And right now, with interest rates flipping like a bad coin and inflation lurking at every corner, this error is costing millions their futures. If this hits close to home, smash that like button and subscribe. We're diving deep into why this happens and what it really means. Picture Alex, a mid-level manager in his 30s. Steady job, decent salary, $80,000 a year. He saves 10% religiously, tucking it into a high-yield savings account at 0.5% interest. Sounds smart, right? No risks, no drama. But fast forward a decade. Alex's account grows to $100,000 on paper. Feels good. Until you factor in reality. Here's how the system works, step by step, without the jargon fog. First, money isn't static. It's like a living thing in an ecosystem called the economy. Central banks print more of it to stimulate growth. Think the Fed injecting trillions during crises like 2008 or 2020. That floods the pool, diluting everyone's share. Inflation kicks in, prices rise because there's more dollars chasing the same goods. Simple math. If inflation averages 3% annually, a conservative historical US figure, your dollar buys 3% less each year. Alex's savings? Earning just 0.5%. Net result, he's losing 2.5% buying power yearly. Compound that over 10 years. His $100,000? Effectively worth about $78,000 in today's dollars. But wait, it gets sneakier. Banks love this setup. They take your deposits, lend them out at 5 to 7% for mortgages or car loans, pocket the spread. You're the fuel, they're the engine. And governments, they borrow massively, inflating away debt. Remember post-World War II? US debt ballooned, but inflation eroded it over time. Taxpayers foot the bill indirectly through devalued savings. Now, the uncomfortable math. Let's reveal the hidden mechanism. Compound interest, but in reverse. You know Einstein called compounding the eighth wonder? Flip it, and it's a curse. Start with $10,000 at 0.5% interest, 3% inflation. Year 1, gains $50, loses $300 in value. Net, minus $250. Year 2, same on the new balance. Over 20 years, that $10,000 shrinks to $5,500 in real terms. Run the calculator, it's brutal. Contrast the hype versus reality. Banks sell high-yield accounts like they're gold mines. Ads scream 4% APY in 2023 spikes. Reality, those rates crash when the Fed cuts, like in late 2024. And taxes, they hit your interest, not inflation losses. Meanwhile, the stock market, S&P 500, has averaged 10% annually since 1926, inflation adjusted around 7%. But fear porn keeps you sidelined. Markets crash. Remember 2008? Sure, but they recover. The Dow dipped 50% then, but tripled by 2018. Irony alert, the safe path is the riskiest long-term. Absurd, isn't it? You avoid stocks because volatility scares you, yet inflation's steady grind is a guaranteed loss. Quiet humor in that, like locking your doors but leaving the windows wide open for thieves. Escalating stakes, zoom out. This isn't just Alex's problem. Multiply by millions. Retirees on fixed incomes get hammered. Social security adjustments lag inflation. Young families, stagnant wages plus rising costs mean debt spirals. Bigger picture, wealth gap widens. The rich invest in assets that outpace inflation, stocks, real estate. The middle class, stuck in cash watching erosion. Risks, economic instability. If enough people wake up and pull savings, banks falter. Think 2023's regional collapse. Or hyperinflation echoes like 1970s US at 13%. So what's the takeaway? Not advice, just clarity. You're not dumb for falling into this trap. The system's designed that way. But ignoring it, that's the real mistake. Leaves you with this. If your money's sitting still, is it working for you or against you? Ponder that next time you check your balance. If this breakdown opened your eyes, like the video, subscribe for more No BS Finance Explainers, and hit the bell. We drop these weekly. Thanks for watching.